Sinatraa joined Envy in his return back to professional Valorant, and Twitter was pissed. But we're not here to talk drama, I want to see a good-ass game. And with a 17 kill, 10 assist, and 4 first blood match MVP stat line, that's what we got. This Overwatch GOAT has hopped back on the saddle and hasn't missed a beat, dominating FURIA, the America's kickoff champions. But what makes Sinatraa so good? Is he really the GOAT that his parasocial fans say he is? Or is this just Odin abuse? Well, join me for the most controversial return to Valorant we've ever seen and find out what makes Sinatraa, even till this day, one of the best players in the world. So when Sinatraa was banned for 6 months from competitive Valorant, what did he do with all that time? He must have been getting ready for Urban Heat, the most badass mobile game of 2026. This hot new shooter runs at 120 frames, meaning gunfights feel instant, responsive, and actually competitive. With 30 plus weapons, each fully customizable in their deep module system, you feel like your loadouts are tailored to whatever playstyle that you're choosing. Aggro, long range, close quarter combat, you decide. And they have a full hero-based system. Each character has unique perks, abilities, and own identity. The environment's pretty sweet too. Early 2000s LA street energy mixed with sci-fi. It's bright, bold, and cinematic. It doesn't look like anything else on the mobile market. There's 3v3, 5v5, rank ladders, tournaments, global servers. I mean, some of these things aren't even in Valorant. My favorite part is that queue times are quick. You don't have to sit around in the stupid lobby waiting for a match queue to pop. There is no other mobile shooter like Urban Heat. Download Urban Heat right now by using my link in the description or the QR code on screen. If you use my link, you unlock a fully upgraded STA4 blueprint with 5 enhanced modules plus 3,000 in-game cash. That's over $30 worth of bonuses, and it gives you a serious head start. Before looking at this Haven game, I wanted to break down Sinatraa's other 20-6 match MVP performance against former TSM on Corot, but a majority of his gameplay looked like this.
Oh my god!
Notice how you can't shoot through this wall anymore? Most of his setups revolved around him and his Odin, or Ares, blasting through the thin walls of A and B. Some one or himself spots, the attackers rush in, recon in the window, or run around the corner, and farm. And now for you tier 3 sub Sinatraa fanboys, you'll notice that this gameplay looks a lot like some of his early days on Ascent. And I'll be the first to tell you that some things never change. Because Sinatraa is still one of the best Odin, Ares, and Phantom abusers with some of the most elite spray control that you'll ever see. He is so good that Envy, you know, the team that's full of the world's best ranked players, have formed a game plan around his skill set. As a matter of fact, Sinatraa Sova completely revolutionizes the way that tier 1 teams approach Haven. This is evident in their 1-1-3 where he's playing in Garage when most Sovas play long. Lobby is the most important part of the map as it allows the defense to hold 2 lanes with one person in either of these positions. So to force the defense to commit 2 players here, attackers will usually use a smoke to deny vision and threaten that someone could have lurked up. But Sova counters these smokes by using his recon and then drone to re-clear the area. But Viper can put her wall up so many times that Sovas usually can't keep up with their limited resources, especially after patch 11.08. So Envy have put their full faith in Sinatraa to patrol mid instead, which can be a little more awkward with how it's shaped. But this guy's been doing this since day one. Here, he's anchoring Garage in Envy's 1-1-3, and FURIA are headed right for him.
Not seeing the enemy. That you can complain about. The shot in the face through the wall, it hurts kind of. Oh my god, nerve. Nerve!
The attackers want no part in this and have backed down. At least they got their turret off that holds all of mid, but at what cost? To ensure he's driven back the defense, Sinatraa recons right outside the door, and these two have secured A, allowing Knights to come pick up B. In the meantime, FURIA are just waiting around, waiting for Envy to peek into them. But Inspire sees nothing long, Sinatraa nothing Garage, who just got spammed back, so Exeter clears out A by jumping through Pop and Smoke, but getting out at the last frame. The offense aren't doing anything. Popping brief rushes of the smoke and tells his team to hold their ground. Now, if you look at the minimap, it looks like FURIA start to lean A the farther Elim walks up long.
Jeez.
Oh, what is our plan here, guys? Walk into Envy's crosshairs? We still haven't even left spawn! Mid's been quiet long enough for Sinatraa to re-clear it with his all drone, and it gets deep enough to spot these 3. Despite being 1 HP, Sinatraa swings and busts the turret through the wall. But this was never about the turret. Sinatra's baiting for Knights.
Of the situation, of just kind of the hemorrhaging of rounds, those first 2. and how fast they happened. Honestly, it looked like you could have just been a sweep right past the bonus for FURIA.
Pushing while up 2 players and one of your teammates is 8 HP sounds like envy to me. But notice how even when Knights is deep behind enemy lines, Sinatraa is still supporting by unloading his Odin into this wall. Now, with not a lot of HP or anything, now what do FURIA do? Well, because Knights just died in mid, Koala and Artson must feel like this is where the gap is. They jump out of window, walk upstairs, but Poppin smokes them off. But they need to kill somewhere, so they group inside, swing out, and start to go hunting.
I watch your back now.
Watch your back. I think Viper's up short.
30 seconds left.
I'm up.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, the 8 HP, it's too strong. Oh, he almost got another one, another shock dart. And Inspire's able to come in and help though.
FURIA were forced to save next round, where they got stuffed on C, but Artson found a crazy timing on A after breaking Inspire's trip on B.
We have over here on A from Inspire.
He called Artson's bluff and didn't expect him to push this deep. But Artson was calling for his team to come over and push Chamber back.
Now moving all the way through. We saw this on Sunset too. Oh my gosh, man.
This gutsy play led to an open A site where Sinatraa and Exter coordinated a solid retake.
We have dart. We have dart.
Yeah, dart. Call it.
Blind dart, how? Blind dart, how?
Yeah, can we go?
Blinding.
Hell.
Can he go active?
Default.
Default.
Nice.
By comboing his recon into Exter's flash, this forces attackers into checkmate. Get scanned by the dart, or Destroyer Retinas trying to break it. Then on the following round, Lim found a ridiculous timing as Inspire refought Garage.
I can have one for your spam. I'm gonna ego it. Yeah, one.
You can leave over.
He's in.
Then Lim just went nuts, bagging 2 more, allowing his team to go A, but then Exter did this.
Yeah.
Viper, live.
Okay.
Spike is probably long. That's why you can't like do anything.
10 seconds left.
Nice.
By the looks of these past few rounds, Sinatraa looks like an above-average pro Sova player, even after all these years. But on the following full buy, the offense tried splitting C and pushed Inspire off the line back to plat with Sinatraa.
Give me long smoke. All 3 long.
You might think that Inspire's trolling by throwing himself at the offense, but as Chamber, he has no more utility. So by right swinging FURIA head on, I think he wanted Sinatraa to bait him. The offense's wall drops, they go and take time to kill Inspire, who's just out in the open, and then Sinatraa spray transfers 3 of them. They even talked about this in the team chat shortly after he died. But true professionals don't let one round get to their head. Here he's back in Garage while Poppin wants to help Inspire get on the lobby line in their 1-1-1-2. But they're going to need help holding this because FURIA have 4 players charging at them. The buy bearers drop and Koala Noob mollies Inspire back, Artson raises his wall, Nerf smokes long, and Neon skips across lobby and sprays into the smoke, railing Poppin. And now after securing A, Koala Noob has quickly turned towards mid to place his turret in window, which essentially secures FURIA most of the map along with this A control. Knights gives up B to support Omen on A, but Inspire knows that he can't let his team give up every part of the map.
Inspire would pop up those cages and it'd be in a perfect spot.
Oh dear. Hello.
And that's why teams play Viper on this map. This toxic screen is hard to counter. And now, maybe instead of ISO rotating over, it should have been Sinatraa. Inspire then backs up and lets the owl drone clear a path and set him back up on the line. Just let ISO hold Garage. And now with that kill and no one pushing mid, the offense decide to silently regroup with their Viper. Envy, on the other hand, are screwed. With 5 lanes to watch and the only guy with a bot to help them dead, they have to start doing my favorite thing ever, gambling. So Exer sends out a Gatecrash into spawn and tells Sinatraa to leave as he'll just retake B and C. But as Sinatraa is rotating safely through spawn instead of B, the offense have gathered and are droning into sight from long. And Knights and Poppin have to fight.
Defense right away.
And that's the beauty of playing a Viper.
It's full one.
Oh, I'm about to drop heaven.
Oh my god, that was a cane method right there, bro.
just saved my life.
Poppin and Knights made the right play by pushing down Sewer and isolating this Viper. Doing so allowed both them and Sinatraa to focus only on one choke point. Pile on this smoke and the fact that these 2 kids were running around and attracting a ton of attention with their paranoia and double tap, and FURIA just didn't have the firepower to clear it all out. But knowing that his team needed help, Sinatraa took to the skies by flying out of heaven and body slammed FURIA for all of their lunch money. FURIA may be on a save, but they have 5 powerful ults online. They're set up to split C, but Sinatra's in garage with his Odin. Surely the offense takes into consideration what this man's been doing every round of this game.
Running C
One there,
up
one there.
top. They
Omen's
might
there.
just solo all
Omen's right side.
Omen there.
It's quiet. It's quiet. It's
He's
just
in garage, in
Garage,
garage.
garage.
Neon's up, neon's up.
Kill smoke, kill smoke.
Because Sinatra's been ruining the garage door almost every round, his goal was to rip through it again, but only this time have Inspire right below him, ready to eliminate anyone who tries swinging and punishing. He couldn't land the shot, but Sinatra's Odin has struck a nerve. And now, jumping out a window like that against an eco, that's an envy play. But he has brought the offense to a standstill, forcing Killjoy to double back and grab the spike.
That's a little crazy, but hey, we'll take it. Envy feels like they're moving with just the W keys right now. Extra's gonna finalize another kill right down long. They find the kill.
FURIA blew 2 ults, but don't have a lot to show for it. I think they wanted to launch Neon and her overdrive backside behind Sova's Harness Fury, but the laser couldn't confirm a kill. And now Koala Noob has Sinatra's Odin and is scurrying his way to A. Poppin hears her footsteps, which activates Inspire's flank.
Placing swarm grenade.
So still has the sheriff. There we go.
Ooh.
4 HP, man. 4 HP.
Inspire caught that Odin.
Both teams are back on another full buy, but Envy are in a similar setup. While FURIA's plan
Everybody avoids
sucks.
the pings of the Hunter's Fury. They have a perfect anchor towards that C site.
Kind of like last round, Sinatra's job was to create such a big distraction with his Odin that the offense would be focused on him and not Inspire walking down mid. And with Poppin holding his window from top sight, this plan was foolproof. Now, FURIA in the meantime have made a bit of noise on A with their recon and smoke before getting suppressed by Knights' undercut. The offense needed map control somewhere, so since Killjoy just heard Chamber teleport, she hops out of window and starts moving up B, ever so slowly, while her team doesn't really do anything. And rips a chunk out of Inspire!
The turret up on
This forces Envy Sentinel to back down and for Poppin to send over a smoke. In the meantime, these two have worked up the courage to start walking down sewer again, while Koala Noob is ripping shots into B. And now once Arson and Alim make it to the bottom, they hold for a second, expecting a repeak, but with this trademark, it isn't coming. As a matter of fact, Inspire is calling Koala Noob's bluff, and no, he won't walk through this smoke. So he moves up from backside and swings into the start cover. It expires, revealing no one's there. Inspire decides to continue his walk down mid, and at the same time, the offense keep pushing up A.
And if the first reaction is just a gun or a shoulder,
I'm out of here.
Envy has it all day. Okay, so they get a little bit of an idea now with the relay bull. Or not relay, sorry, the fast lane as they enter into the site.
One
Envy's
enemy
still
remaining.
able to retaliate
Spike
accordingly in
down
the situation, leaving once again Artson by himself to get swarmed by the rest of the team. Oh, he knows, but he's still...
So why did Inspire make this push down mid? It braced the A players for impact, found a back shot, and won Envy the round. But there was no guarantee that Killjoy left, and if he died, it'd be a 4 versus 4, and the defense would lose their trip. Well, maybe their comms can clear up some of the confusion.
Yo, I'm gonna do a dumbass
have a
play.
chip, so.
I'm gonna do a dumbass play.
Wait, they might walk garage now.
I backed up.
I'm out mid.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna spam.
Could be A or C.
He just,
Everywhere.
I think it's A. He just alarmed by the
Yeah.
I mean, at least he's honest. And even though the push was stupid, Sinatraa even tried baiting for him by spamming through garage.
Nice.
Damn it is.
That's a good teammate. With only 2 rounds left in the half, FURIA feel like they have no choice but to force up because Envy's comp is attack-sided. Plus, with 3 ultimates, they should be able to come up with a good plan. Envy, on the other hand, are leaning towards Garage and C, where Inspire and Sinatraa have another bait-and-switch setup like we've seen previously. This rendezvous was cool, though. You can fight Garage, but still be there in time to help your teammate anchor C. And it looks like it'll get some use. FURIA are grouped A, but the spike isn't. Round 11 begins with the offense smoking, sprinting, and mollying sewer, while Sinatraa is turning this door into Swiss cheese. Is Inspire going to catch FURIA's rotates back to C? He can't find anything, but did see Neon sidestep towards C.
the TP. The timing found.
That's not enough to convince Envy yet, but because Inspire TP'd, that does leave B open. So Poppin sends over a smoke to deter any aggressors, while Inspire makes his way out of Cubby and over to fill in mid. Now, while that was happening, Nerv and Alim were creating more pressure on A before, both eventually returning back to their team on C. But Envy are retaking A anyway. And now at the 1 minute mark, you see Extra send out a second gate crash so that no matter where the offense go, he'll be there. But Envy still need info, so Sinatraa activates his L drone, and as it makes it through the doors, that's when FURIA go. EU sends out his drone, Smoke Garage, but without a space maker, how are FURIA supposed to get past Sinatra's ult?
You only got fast smoke.
Top side, top side.
Nice. They might spawn.
Yeah, you can smoke.
Two more hit. Omen's hit. And Viper, I think.
If you think back to my why retaking C every round works video, you'll know that Furious comp sucks ass at going C. Compared to a standard ISO or breach comp, it doesn't have the same firepower to make it up this long corridor and then still have to clear back sight. It's especially weak if your Neon isn't even with you by the time your owl drone gets up long. So Sinatra's ult and Chambers' trademark have brought the offense to a complete halt. Which, by the way, doesn't always have to be used to hold an empty lane. By placing it on site, like Cyphers play off their trap wires, teams don't always expect it, and this slow ends up getting major value. Your team just needs to know that B's open. Don't be predictable with your trips. Now, not only did Inspire and Sinatraa stop the execute, but have also bought time for rotates.
Solely into the who's gonna be next? Who's gonna be next? Like you said, lockdown's there, not there anymore, so it's like a fog of war just covers all of them. Afraid to enter, not really having a position. They're separating as they get into the site, and they cannot cover each other in this situation. Envy is forcing the hand of FURIA here in these rounds.
Last round in the half.
It is the final round of the half, and FURIA are finally doing what should be a guaranteed round-winning combo. Killjoy's locked down to clear the site, into Viper's pit to hold it. Simple. So they're going A, while Envy are prepared for this Killjoy ult. I don't have a replay system for pro games, but it looks like Inspire's Rendezvous is set up so that it can get one in hell and get out to heaven. I mean, it's the only spot that the lockdown doesn't cover. Then add in his trademark, ISO, and Omen, and taking A is going to be a lot harder than FURIA think. Especially because Envy are buying bonus guns with their extra credits. Round 12 begins with the offense sprinting through lobby behind their toxic screen, but Knights is ripping his Phantom into the smoke while Poppin holds his swing with an Outlaw. And nothing connects, and FURIA have successfully scaled down Sewer and up long behind their Recon and Nano. But Killjoy needs to get into this cubby, otherwise her lockdown won't be as effective. So since FURIA know that Envy are probably going to swing, and because Viper can smoke spawn, Nerve can burn a dark cover and hang up a one-way that forces Poppin back. And not even he's brain dead enough to swing that. But Knights has completely given up sight, not to play retake, but to try and kidnap Killjoy so she can't use her ult.
They're not showing themselves. They're making FURIA move up further, and then they're just absolutely swamping FURIA when they're in the right position.
What the? I wish my classic did that. But now FURIA have sight. Sorta. Because Inspire and Extra are here? This dude times his gate crashes so well. And they're both in hell.
His kill contract, that's the first one he goes down to. And it's a statement one from a limb. They now try to push into the site. Extra's gonna be there. The Odin underneath, the double Odin. No, they're doing it to him. Pushing out a little bit more. Pop flash to the right. Nice dodge by EU to answer back onto Extra here as Sinatra's gonna now be ringing through with the big clip. And it's a 2v2. Fake defuse. Trying to pep it. Oh, did he get it out in time though? No, he didn't. And that's going to be a kill from Inspire. Another round, the 9-3 first half from Envy. As they were just...
Inspire and Extra did great to hold out in hell, and Pop and Smoke was a huge help. Oh, but watch Sinatraa. He doesn't have fancy schmancy teleports to flood into sight like Eggster, but what he can do is tell Eggy that he's darting. Like we saw in a previous retake, FURIA get either blinded or scanned. Sinatraa was even ripping shots for default on his way in. And he comes really well. Listen.
I can dart. I'm darting.
Take it off.
I'm darting now.
Standing ahead.
Default.
So for all those Sinatraa meat riders that I get in my rank games, please start calming like your master does. Going into the second half, Envy dominated FURIA for the first 3 rounds, putting the game at 12-3, forcing the defense to take a timeout. Come on guys, aren't you tired of being the butt of every Teets video? Don't you want to watch how FURIA's 12-3 comeback embarrassed Envy, and not Envy railed some dog paycheck stealers? Yeah, that sounds great. Yes, I want to watch that. I believe in us. Then let's get out there and show them what we're made of. From that timeout, FURIA proceeded to go on a 5-round win streak. But I feel like Envy got a little unlucky at one point.
Good fancy.
Hi, I'm pissed.
We're good.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Last one's gonna be A. Last one's A.
Oh, you TP A. TP A right here.
Yeah. Very low, very low.
I got stuff.
both low.
Last player standing.
No. Okay.
Regardless, Envy don't want to choke to Furia of all teams and take a timeout of their own. Oh my god, you guys are so brain dead. Like, you guys are really trolling my games. Oh, whatever. My dad makes like 6 figures, and I'm totally gonna make a bunch of money when I get older. I don't even need this game. With a fiery speech from Sinatraa, Envy are fired up and ready to put Furia away for good in one big final C slamma-jamma. But I wanted to use this round to prove that Envy are tier 1 ready. Recently on my channel, we've broken some of the biggest choke jobs that we've ever seen. From EDG's 11-2 choke and Fnatic's 1-11 comeback, all the way to Gentlemate's 3 straight 12-4, 5, and 6 blown leads in a row. That was really bad. Check that video out after this. Each of these losses have one common theme to them: poor ult usage. When teams are losing their lead, you'll start witnessing players let pressure get the best of them and start blowing ults in order to make hero plays. What usually happens is that the ult gets wasted and then the team starts choking even harder. But what teams don't realize is that when you hit 11 or 12 rounds and start losing a few, you should save as many ults as you can in order to push for one big round win that's carried by these broken abilities. Notice how no one, mainly Knights, didn't blow their ults. They've been saving them for this round. It starts with a dark cover for top C in case of an op and Inspire securing mid. But as soon as Extra's Gatecrash gets down, it's go time.
I agree all around. Furia's making a huge push right now from the defensive side to make sure that they can capitalize on this.
Instead of destroying Killjoy's lockdown, Sinatraa used Extra's vision from his dimensional drift to rail Killjoy. And because there was so much commotion going on, Furia didn't even realize that Inspire lurked his way into Garage to break this thing. Yeah, the turret went off, but it could have been shooting at people coming in through long. As soon as Sinatraa recognized that Inspire had the ult covered, he immediately redirected his attention toward Killjoy, but then used the last laser not just to protect Inspire, but also help Knights find someone for his kill contract. With the defense on the verge of flooding in, taking away Viper's retake wall is big. A pylon, Poppin's Paranoia, and Inspire soloing Garage, and Envy only have to worry about a nearsighted spawn.
Oh my gosh. These are all the alternates we were talking about, Vans. Kill contract goes through. Knights is going to find Arts in there. Well, and this looks like the round that Envy have been looking for, finally. They say, yeah, here's a timeout. This is what we've been doing wrong. Let's clean up the last few things and send this to a map 3.
Sinatraa had a way better return to Valorant than Teets did. I mean, he looked washed. Or was it his team? I don't know. You watch this video and you tell me what you think.